Today we're helping Brad from Right Roof out on site. He services 795s and his pressure cleaners. What do you think about that?
Awesome, easy as. I can have a coffee and the boys can do their thing.
Hey guys, I'm Nick from Go. Today we're on site with Brad from Right Roof and we're going to service his machines so that way he can keep working, save some coin, he doesn't have to spend his boys all the way up to us at D-Bay. We can come all the way to him at Vicky Point and be on site here with the boys, fix his machines, keep him going. So we work with Brad and schedule him in every 12 months. We come all the way down here, pull his machines apart, check all the packings, filters, make sure everything flows all right, make sure there's no gunk build-up, clean it all out, flush it out, and make sure he's working at 100% all the time. So we do that by using our ServiceMate job sheet. We book in Brad as a 12 monthly service. So at 12 months, Brad doesn't need to call us, we don't need to call Brad. Pops up on our system, we automatically schedule it in, make sure it works with Brad, a couple of text messages, maybe a quick phone call, and then when we're ready to go, we hit start job, navigate to job, notify the client. What that'll do is that'll tell Brad, hey, we're on our way. Brad goes, yeah, cool. Sends a text message back, it comes through our system on ServiceMate. That way, if anybody back at the shed needs to know what's going on, it's all on here. What we also do with this is we take photos of the jobs, upload it to this system, so that way anytime Brad's got an issue after the service, something goes wrong, we can go back and have a look and see what we've done and what the issue could possibly be without having to get back in the car and drive all the way back down. It's all done over the phone and we can have Brad sorted ASAP. That way we also know that if we didn't change something because it was perfect last time, save Brad a bit of money, we can go back onto the last job that we did here and we can go, okay, cool, this needs to be changed this time, it wasn't changed last time, and take photos and send Brad the record afterwards as well. Once the service is done, we'll then do up the service report and flick it all to Brad with the invoice. That way he knows exactly what he's getting and for how much. So let's get into it.
Brad from Right Roofing. I've got the boys here today. We've got Corey masking up, about to spray garage doors. We're going to do gutter and fascia. We're going to do the roof today as well. We've got the boys on site. They're going to service the guns before we get everything going, and we'll get into it.
So what we do is we've got this little system here, we can clock in and clock out of jobs. For example, the job's not quite complete, we need some more time on site. Yep, and we'll schedule it later. Finish, and then it comes up and we can schedule the job. We can start the job. Let's say we're traveling to the job. We'll actually hit navigate to job, hit OK, and then it says that we're already at the job. That's awesome. We're just making our on-site service team a little bit bigger. We already have on-site capabilities for our refueling and servicing and stuff on that side of the business. But what we need is we need a little bit more depth on the industrial side. So what we're doing today is Alex is here. This is his second or third time dealing with this sort of stuff on site. So just going through a couple of little finer details so that way he can get out and do it himself as well. We have pulled apart the pump, unpacked it, repacked it with the packings. Now we're just reassembling the pump to the unit and we'll get Brad to test it and see how it goes spraying the roof. One thing that you notice with the thick paint of the roofing membrane is sometimes it can build up around this little locking latch, and if that doesn't lock in, with the amount of movement that happens in this piston, it can just undo itself sometimes.
So make sure that you clean the paint around that locking ring, so that way it locks in.
Joe's hooked us up with these 795s. I've been running them now for about 1.5 years. They're an excellent machine for what we use with our paint, thick membranes, roof membrane. You can feel the difference with the stroking with the new pumps as well. It does stroke different. Jacob explains it to me every time, but I sort of get started with it. But I do know, I can feel it when I'm using it, that it is different. They stroke so much better. The paint comes out a lot evenly. Jacob's always out here servicing it, so it's always running 100% anyway, so that's always good. The best for membrane anyway, like I said. The hose reel's easy too. Like I wouldn't go anywhere without one of these. Just to run it up to the roof if you're working by yourself and need to spray a quick job, with gutters, fascias, whatever. Garage doors, you can just pull it out, take the extension off and go from there. And then we do use roof industrial coatings, so Roof Protect. It is an excellent paint. This is their new 20-year product. It's always needs to be a bit drilled because it's a bit different of this product, but it's awesome paint. Like, it's very thick and jelly. That's why we need these machines to pump and pump and pump and pump. I probably pump at least 500 litres a week of paint, maybe more. So that, and they keep up, and we only service them once a year, but Jacob comes out and checks everything or sends me a text and notifies what I need done, so it's good. Yeah. We are going to paint the roof or prime the roof, prime all the garage doors, gutters, fascias, and then start spraying the roof with the membrane, basalt, and then yeah, let's get it done.
What are you working on here, Nick?
We are working on a spit water, taking the pump head off to see what everything looks like on the inside.
And you're keeping it in situ.
Yeah, so Brad's got it bolted down to the bed of his truck. So instead of him unbolting it and trying to get it off and spending his quality time when he could be working, instead we come out to site and we do it on the back of his truck for him. We're at one with the customer.
Oh, he's even cleaned it all off for me.
Did you bring the luck?
Yeah, good.
Didn't do much.
What are you doing here?
I am. It's my little trick over the years to keep the tip clean. I like it like that every time, and able to twist it and get it out, obviously. But when you come down off the roof, obviously this builds up and it stops your actual fan width, and you can get lines in the fan and whatnot as well. And then, like, especially with color bonds and you're trying to make that nice finish, it can actually make a line in your tip, and you think it's your tip, but it's always been just build up of paint in that. So I've always just kept it clean, come down, wash it in the bucket, and it goes like that every time.
So what's the WD do to help?
I think it just stops the paint from sticking, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, no.
You find it easy to clean down your extension?
Yeah, easy to keep this clean. Like, see how clean it is like that, to be honest. Like, it keeps everything clean, and I always like my tips. It's in and out nice and clean, like inside's nice and clean. Everything's nice and clean, so love it.
How much fun was the first coat?
It was excellent. Beautiful day. What do they say? Blue skies and positive vibes. That's what Joshy would say.
Yeah, boy.
Beautiful as always.
Do you feel like you have double the productivity with two 795s running?
A little bit. No, it's good. I like it. It's good having two guns on. You get a lot done, and then you got four guys on. Like, you're pumping.
Nice.
Just love it. It's rusting out a bit too, even that spring.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at, Nick?
So this is an old spring valve. This is a new spring valve. What happens is in here, it's a spring like that.
Yeah.
And it's what allows the pressure to build up.
That one's probably not even working as much as that one would go. A little bit?
It's probably too easy.
Yeah.
And then
a bit of pressure.
that O-ring is just stretched as it's just rusted and
Yeah.
ready to go.
New one it is.
Keep this one.
Thank you.
Can you explain to me what Corey's doing here? Just painting random tiles on the floor,
We're
bro?
spraying spare tiles to leave the owners, as they've just got solar brackets done and whatnot. So if they ever get solar people up to check anything, we know that there's spare tiles here. Ever get a leak, there's spare tiles here. Same colour as the roof, obviously. So we just come out and change a tile.
Very good. And what are your thoughts on the Dunlop volleys?
They're the wind blowers. Keep the drop sheet off the freshly painted tiles, mate.
Very nice. Love your work.
Why would you want to have your roof painted by us? With Brad's expertise and experience and honesty, people are quite impressed with that. Paired with my customer service and organisation, it makes for a really seamless and stress-free experience with us. We always keep you in the loop, keep you informed every step of the way. If there's any changes or anything that needs to happen, we will inform you. And we always give you a little thank you gift at the end. If you're looking at getting your roof restored, please get in touch with us at Right Roofing and we will be happy to help.
Spring valve.
Spring valves. So the spring valves in this one, they've gone all bad. So we're replacing them.
So is that the common denominator between both, Nick? Spring valves and both are pretty cool.
They're usually the first to go. Yeah. Your seals on the inside are usually pretty good in terms of wear. There's a lot of pressure and work that goes into these spring valves and tiny little O-ring. That's where your first bit of pressure loss comes from. So, perfect example, these O-rings, they're meant to look like this. All round, no peeling. Once they start to wear, what they do is they actually delaminate themselves. And then you get these tiny little bits of rubber inside your pump head, which is not fun. Which then, these little spring valves are trying to push through tiny little bits of rubber, and then they get all corroded, and like this one, build up with a bit of gunk. So it just affects how much they're working and just blocks them up. Means you get a little bit of pressure loss, a little bit of flow rate loss. So we put some new ones in and fix all those problems.
Yay!
Yay.
How fun. So what's the process with servicing the plunger section of the pressure washer?
Well, we've already pulled everything out, so we've checked everything in the back, all your packings and seals on the back, they're all fine, so we're going to leave them in there. But these little spring valves are just rusted, discoloured, O-rings are stretched, so we're just going to whip them out and put some brand spankers in. Look at that. Not my hands, the springs.
Hey Brad, if you had to review your overall experience today with Go Industrial on site, repairing your machines, how would you review them?
100%. I've got this much done of work. We've got to do some touch-up. We've sprayed sealer and first coat on the roof. Garage doors are done. Gutters are done. We've just got to do some touch-ups. Awnings are done. So you've done what you've had to do and I've done what I've had to do.
Very good. So we've got 2 sprays, 2 gurneys, pressure washers, 2 pressure washers. Are you a happy customer?
Very happy. Thank
Very
you.
good. I'll see you in 12 months.
Thank you. Go Industrial.
Thank you.
Legend.